welcome back. Good to see y'all as always. Hump Day is Wednesday, and today we're making sugar-free teriyaki chicken. Oh yeah, so let's get to it. 3, 2, 1. Everybody, so let me go over the following ingredients we're going to need for this entree. Now with this entree, probably the most difficult thing is the prep, because there's going to be a lot of ingredients that goes into this. Nonetheless, it's going to be delicious and it's going to be fresh, and your taste buds are going to enjoy it. All right, so let's go and get to it. All right, first thing first, you want to have 12 ounces of diced chicken thighs. Okay, now the reason why I use chicken thighs or dark meat is because it has more fat. So that means that when you're cooking it, it will not be as dry. You're gonna get more of a bite. It's gonna be more flavorful. It's gonna be more juicy. So that's why I like going at that route, all right? Next, we're gonna have half a tablespoon of cornstarch. You're gonna need this to thicken up your sauce, because nobody wants no watery sauce. You want to make sure it has a nice texture and it coats that chicken just right, Next, we're gonna have right here, we're gonna have 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. We're gonna have 1 teaspoon of our good old cumin. We're gonna have 1 teaspoon of Chinese 5 spice. I like using this in these kind of ingredients because it gives it that extra layer of palate that I love. Next, we're gonna have 3 tablespoons of stevia, okay? 3 tablespoons of stevia. You wanna make sure you have this because teriyaki has a sweet tang to it, and you need to give it that sweetness to it. We're gonna have half a cup of our white onions diced. We're gonna have half a cup of green bell peppers. I'm using 1 tablespoon of ginger. Now the reason why I'm using ginger, first of all, I love using ginger in Asian cuisine because it really gives you that authentic flavor that you like when you go to our actual home and they're making Asian cuisine. You get that texture and that flavor. But also too, if you don't know, my wife, she's with child. Ooh. So because of that, ginger actually help out with nauseous or early morning, you're not feeling well, you're pregnant. Ginger helps you out a lot. My sister Catherine, she hooked me up with a few things to be able to grab for my wife as well that's ginger based, because those things help out a lot. Definitely for women who are expecting, it's going to reduce that nausea in the morning. Just to let you know. We have 1 tablespoon of garlic right here. We're gonna have 1/4 of a cup of low sodium, okay? I got the one that's a little bit less sodium soy sauce because we know soy sauce has a lot of sodium, so I want to try to reduce it as much as I can, so I got the low sodium soy sauce. You can find that in any stores. Most stores will have those ingredients for you. And right here, get you a little tipsy. This is right here. It's going to be 1 tablespoon of sherry wine. Sherry wine is going to give it that richness and that depth that I love. And right here, you're going to have 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. The vinegar is going to kind of cut that soy sauce saltiness. It's going to give it a balance that I love. Then you're going to want green chives or green onions diced, because that's going to be used for your garnishing. And of course, right here, I have steamed broccoli. You want to do your broccoli steamed, and as soon as you steam it where it's almost cooked, blanch it, because it's going to cook the rest within the actual entree. So you want to make sure, once again, once it starts to turn green and it starts to cook a little bit, blanch it right away, because we're going to put that into the actual teriyaki sauce with the sauce while it's hot, and it's going to finish cooking there, all right? But hey, that's all our ingredients, so let's cook. And as you know, I'm cooking a lot more now, because my wife is pregnant, and every time I turn around, I hear these words. It's almost like I'm dreaming.
I'm hungry. hungry.
Oof. I was just daydreaming. Oh man.
Babe, I said I'm hungry. Feed us.
All right, first thing we're gonna do is add some avocado oil to the pan and just coat the pan to make sure that the oil is all around the pan so the meat doesn't stick. Now we're gonna add our 12 ounces of our diced chicken thighs. All right, we'll let that cook for 5 minutes. You wanna stir that in, make sure that the meat is cooking all around. Now we're adding half a cup of diced onion, half a cup of bell peppers. We're adding our ginger, 1 tablespoon. Now we're gonna add our 1 tablespoon of garlic. And now we're gonna add our 1 teaspoon of our Chinese fire spice and cumin. Now we're gonna toss that in gently, let it cook for another 5 minutes, and we're gonna let it cook. Now as it's cooking, it's been 5 minutes. You see the meat is cooking, and all the flavors have now been saturated around the peppers, the onions, and the protein. All right, and now we're gonna add 1/4 cup of our soy sauce. And we're gonna add our 3 tablespoons of rice vinegar. Now we're gonna add our 2 tablespoons of our sherry wine. Now we're gonna add our 1 tablespoon of sesame oil. And I'm gonna put another tablespoon of sesame oil because the first one was a half a teaspoon. So I'm just adding 2 to make sure it equals to 1 tablespoon. And now we're gonna add our 3 tablespoons of our stevia. And you wanna make sure during this time that your heat is on medium to low. So your food is not overcooking or your sauce is not burning. We're gonna stir that in slowly and make sure that gets all around the food. As my sauce is cooking with the meat, I let it cook for about 2 minutes. After that, I'm gonna add my cornstarch to it. Because once again, I want to have that nice, not too thick, but I want to have a nice syrupy kind of texture to the sauce. So when you put that over your rice with the broccoli, it's gonna really bring that kind of food when you go out to eat. You get that cuisine when you go out. You want that same kind of flavor, that same kind of texture. So now it's been about 2 minutes. So now we're gonna go add that cornstarch to it. Let's do it. All right, now we're adding half a tablespoon of our cornstarch to make sure our sauce has a nice thick texture to it. And we're gonna stir that in with our burner on low. And we're gonna, as you begin to stir, you're going to notice that your sauce is going to begin to thicken to the right nice syrupy texture we're looking for. Now add the cornstarch. I stirred it for 2 minutes straight. The texture of it is beautiful, it's gorgeous. I got a little taste to taste the sauce right now. I'm gonna try this out right now. Oh man. Sweet, a soy sauce. The vinegar is like cutting it just right. Man, hey, this is good, you all. This is delicious. All right, so now I have my broccoli now. I'm gonna add the broccoli to it. I'm gonna stir it in. It's gonna be ready. Let's get to it. All right, now we're adding our 2 cups of our broccoli. You wanna make sure that your broccoli is once again blanched and it's not cooked all the way through, because as you're gonna add your broccoli to this pan, the pan is hot and you wanna make sure your broccoli does not overcook. You don't want your broccoli to be mushy. You want it to still have texture. You want it to still have form when you begin to eat it with your whole entire ingredients that you're gonna add to your teriyaki chicken. Throw that in very slowly. And now I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of chicken broth, just because I like mine to be a little more saucy to go on top of my rice. And put that on your lid on and cook for another 5 minutes. Now that I have my lid on top of my teriyaki chicken, I'm gonna go ahead and get this 1.5 cups brown rice. I'm gonna just saute it real quick with just sesame oil. That is it. Just a little bit of sesame oil, just coat it. Give it that extra layer of just flavor, but it's simple, no salt, just that extra touch. You'd be surprised what an extra touch of food to an ingredient would do to something. So let's get to it, come on. All right, now we add some sesame oil to our pan. We're gonna coat that all around the pan. We're gonna add a little bit of nonstick spray. Just make sure our rice does not stick. And make sure that your heat is also on medium. Now we're gonna add our half a cup of brown rice. So that's 1 cup. Now we're gonna add a half a cup right here. And you're gonna let that cook. And me, myself, personally, like a little spice. I'm gonna add a little bit of red chili peppers. I'm gonna toss it. Let it cook for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now I'm gonna plate it and get that set up to get ready for my teriyaki chicken. Now look at this. Oh man, that looks delicious. Sauce is just right. Broccoli, texture, the meat is tender. Oh, it's time to eat. It is time. All right, now I'm gonna pick this up real nice and beautiful because I am getting hungry and I'm ready to eat. And now I'm gonna add my sauce. I like mine a little bit of saucy, just like this. So we have our finished product right here. You see that right there? Oh, look at that. Look at that sauce. Look at how sauce coming. Look at that sauce. Oh, man. That's good eating right there, man. Oh, man. That looks delicious. I can't lie to you. All right, so now what we're gonna do now is we're gonna garnish it. I'm gonna add a little bit of sesame seed on top. Then we're gonna add a little bit of dry parsley on top. All right, and now we're gonna add our chives. It wouldn't be Asian cuisine unless you add some green onions to it, right? So we're gonna put that on top of it right there. I'm gonna add a little bit more because I like my green onions. All right, we're gonna finish off with a little bit more sesame seed. Oh, man, you all. When I say I'm getting excited about this, look at that. Oh, all right, let's get a sample. Let's get a sample. Yes, it smells so good. Oh man. Goodness. Man, it's so freaking good. Where do I start? I don't know where to start at. I mean, it's sweet, but it's salty. It's savory. The rice with the red peppers give it a nice little kick right there in the back. When you're like, there you go right there. Oh man. So when it's going down your throat, you get a little kick like, oh, you thought it was over with, huh? I got one more flavor palette coming your way, and it's called spice and everything nice. Man, this is like, it's good. That's all I can say. I'm not like jinxing anybody. If you make this dish, I promise you, you will not be let down. This is like by far what I'm but I like Asian food, so I mean, I'm kind of biased. What can I say? But hey, thank you all so much. I appreciate you all watching this video. If you have any comments, hit me down below. Please like, share, and subscribe. And as always, let's keep cooking.